Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. We're with nobody today. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. We are in a new location. We are with Sarah from A Petal or Two.
You're based in Guelph?
I am, yeah.
But you're servicing weddings in, what's your region?
Anywhere really. So I've gone to Toronto, we've been in Haliburton, we've been to Hamilton, London, so everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing it?
The business I've had for about 5 years now, but I've been in the industry for, like 12 maybe?
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is there anything you wish that couples planning weddings knew before they came to you or while they're coming to you? Like, what would you say?
The only thing that I like my couples knowing is a budget. Just because I find it's easier to help them, like, not help them, but guide them to what kind of flowers
Yeah.
to suggest to them,
Yeah.
or like centerpiece-wise, what kind of centerpieces they can actually afford, instead of saying, well, we don't have a budget, well, that now you could go, a $10,000 wedding, or they actually wanted only $2,000.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, it's just too big of a margin
That makes sense.
to not know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally.
So
that
that's
makes
the
sense.
one thing that I try
To know
to
right
get.
up.
right
up
to
on-
get out of them first.
Yeah.
And then
Well, it saves
from there,
both of you time, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. And then from there, it's just a matter of talking through, what the color palettes are. So then, what kind of flowers you can choose, or a season, or what they don't like, or if there's allergies. Like, there's just so many.
Allergies. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my sister's like really allergic to roses.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had a couple allergic to eucalyptus, and I had it all throughout their wedding, and I was like, so I guess that's out.
Yeah, I
because
never-
eucalyptus is like really trendy right now.
Yeah, huge. Big
Yeah.
right now.
Do you find when couples are reaching out that they're coming to you with specific floral designs in mind, or is it kind of just, here's our budget, do what you want, or?
50-50.
Okay.
So I used to just meet them cold, but now I've been sending out a list of questions so we can both kind of get an idea of what they're looking for, and I get them to send me pictures of things that they've been looking at, because Pinterest is
It's huge.
is huge. So that kind of, which helps me, because then I can see the style they like, because there's, as you guys know, so many different styles as well.
Yeah.
So that's a good starting point, and then from there you can start really narrowing in when you meet with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been dying to ask, what do you think the big trends of this year, what is the big theme you're seeing in 2020?
The Pantone color this year is blue.
Yeah.
So, which is hard.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
not a lot of blue flowers.
Yeah. So how do you complement that? Yeah.
I always suggest the natural flowers, because the sprayed flowers or dyed blue flowers,
Yeah.
I don't really like using, because they're not pretty.
No.
But then they can go into using blue in, like, their napkins or their linens, or maybe the vase, and accenting somewhere there.
Yeah.
Smart.
And then just suggesting flowers that will work with it.
What do most brides do with their flowers when they're done with the day?
We bring yard waste bags. We compost everything.
Oh,
Okay.
I love that. That's at least-
Sometimes, very rarely, I've had people take them to retirement homes and stuff like that. But it's hard to take them to retirement homes and hospitals because of smells.
Yeah.
So I know that they're
scent-free zones.
they're scent-free zones, and they're very particular on what flowers can come in. So unless they set it up beforehand. I know there's also a company too that'll come and take flowers. They'll come after a setup, but it's actually costs a lot of money.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not a lot of money, but they'll come take the flowers, then do up arrangements, and then send them out to places.
So they'll repurpose them?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the company, but
They're essentially then paying for two services.
Yeah.
At least you're composting over, like, I've seen so many that just trash them. They're just
right now it's a huge thing in my side of the industry, because a lot of flowers, it's a huge talk on all, like, our Facebook groups and stuff of how to become more eco-friendly.
Yeah.
And designing in a more eco-friendly way as well.
Yeah.
Because, like, floral oasis and that kind of stuff is very bad for the environment. So I've been trying to do more like chicken wire for the base of your vases instead of floral foam.
Oh, okay.
and just like trying to figure out how to be more eco-friendly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
This is where we're at now.
Do you ever source like local flowers?
There are some farms that do. For me, it's hard because my clients want
something that doesn't grow locally.
Yeah, so like roses come from Ecuador and like Florida. And the local stuff is like you can't really order it
ahead of time.
I think you can order it ahead of time, but you can't order the quantities that I would need.
Okay, that's fair.
So
yeah.
It's kind of like a hit and miss. It's one thing that I want to try and start getting more into. Like one of my favorite people that I work with, she always does hers with local flowers.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have like a set design. Like she's just like, this is what we're going to kind of use, and then she'll just design it.
Yeah.
Where I haven't worked like that yet.
Yeah.
So it's just very different ways of
approaching it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that model would work for some people, not others. Like I know some people really want to know, like, what am I getting? What is it exactly going to look like?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I know there is one of my other companies that I follow because I find her stuff amazing. She uses local too, but she also uses the same product that I use as well. Because I've seen her at my suppliers.
Yeah. Okay.
So I know it used to be a big thing, but is it still a big thing that when you are looking at wedding florals, you need to look at what's in season? Or is it that's no longer important because you can kind of get whatever?
You can get whatever most of the time.
Okay.
There are specific things that are still seasonal. Like a peony is still seasonal.
Oh.
Okay.
Tulips and bulb plants are still seasonal.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're getting them at a season, like if they're coming from Holland, you're getting something super small and just crazy expensive.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even offer it because it's not worth it.
Right.
Yeah.
When
sorry.
No, keep going.
No, I lost my train of thought now. I know.
When couples are looking to book a florist, what things should they consider, or is there questions that they should be asking?
I'd say like experience. I think it's more of, do you guys work together well?
Mm-hmm.
Because you could have somebody who's crazy experienced, but you don't
mesh with them.
Yeah. Or if they're just kind of getting your design, right? Because that's really important. Because they don't really understand what you're trying to say to them, or understand the look you're going for.
Yeah.
It's not going to come out the day of your wedding. Mm-hmm. So I think that's probably
that's a
major key.
Yeah, that probably comes with experience. Like understanding what people are trying to tell you.
Yeah. And like we were talking before, maybe insurance, asking if they have insurance, because that's a big factor.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like florals, like you said, there's such a wide span. Like you could, if you wanted, you could fill your whole hall with flowers, and that's going to cost a ton of money. Yeah. Or you can be on the smaller side, right? So there's such a spread.
It's a huge spread. And even with like garlands and greenery, because a lot of people assume that because I'm doing greens, it's cheap. Well, greenery is just as expensive.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's even more expensive greenery than there are flowers.
Okay. Has greenery been in style for a while? Like I feel like it's been around for a while. Like the tables.
I feel like baby's breath and greenery have been since I got married.
Yeah.
For like at least the last 3 years.
Greenery for the last 3 years for sure. Yeah. Baby's breath and way beyond.
And garlands and stuff going down the table, like a loose garland, I've kind of gotten good at doing a loose garland because it's cheaper than doing a hand-tied garland, because it takes so much more time and labor in order to create one.
Can you explain the difference to me? Because I don't know what...
With the difference? Yeah. So a loose garland, I'm just taking greenery and I'm just kind of putting it down the table. Okay. And I'm choosing greens that are going to create a garland look.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's not all tied together. A hand-tied garland, it's like you're taking bits of greenery and you're basically going like this. Yeah. With wire and wiring them all together.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
And they're pretty thick usually because they're just the amount of material you need to use to put it in. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it important if the florist offers other services like vase rentals or setup, tear down, things like that?
I think in the grand scheme of things, it might make their lives easier.
Okay.
Because you don't have to have so many different vendors that you're working with.
Right.
Or maybe they work with other vendors. Like I work with a lot of different vendors as well. So we can create something that's all inclusive.
Yeah. Right.
If I don't have something. Because to have everything your florist isn't going to have everything.
Right.
No, there's just you'd have to have a huge warehouse.
Yeah.
And we already have 2 units full of like stuff. So I think having some items and being able to do it that way will help with cost. If you have like a reputable person, then they'll also have good friends that they work with in the industry too. Yeah. Oh, I think Zoe's crying. Oh, I just need to go get some.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Of course you have to get your baby. She's so tiny.
I know, right?
She's so beautiful.
She's so much tinier than Lily.
Look at you.
Oh. Hey.
Oh, last time I saw you, you were pregnant with her. Oh my goodness. She's so sweet.
Guest star today.
Yeah.
I like her. She doesn't talk back yet.
How old's Lily?
3.
Oh, yeah.
Teenager?
Yeah, 3's the worst. 3 was awful. Everyone's like, terrible 2s. I was like, terrible 3s.
Yeah. Like attitude.
Yeah.
Attitude.
Yeah. The no is even stronger than it is at 2.
Can you go do this? No.
Yeah.
Okay, let me rephrase that.
Like, will you do room flips?
We do, yeah.
Like not, I get like the flip from ceremony to reception kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll do that.
We did a massive one actually. I wasn't on site because I just had Zoe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
But in November, and they wanted to move their hapa from.
What's a hapa?
A hapa is
I remember, it's that gorgeous one you posted.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
It's like a frame, like a 4-post frame, and it has to be covered underneath.
Okay.
So this was an acrylic frame.
Okay.
And then we did orchids strung all the way underneath it.
Oh,
it was
wow.
Beautiful.
And,
you had to move that?
Yeah, they had to move it. And not very far.
That's crazy.
But I wasn't there.
Yeah.
That was a big flip. Because
Yeah.
they reused, because the one thing I try to do too, I guess that's probably a good point too, is reusing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we've reused all the candles on the tables.
Mm-hmm.
And just because reusing is better than doling out more money for things that are already there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I do like Gerbers.
They're just so pretty and big.
They're like super cute ones now too that are tiny.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those.
They're so cute. And Gerb Palms. Have you looked at Gerb Palms?
No.
Oh my god, they're like fuzzy little Gerbers.
Oh.
They're so cute.
Oh. Huh.
What about all the thistles? I've noticed like thistle.
Oh, on the roses?
No. Like actual.
Oh, the flower, the thistle?
Yeah.
Those are big.
Yeah. I think that's really cool.
It's not going away.
Yeah.
The greenery, garlands, all that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've quoted them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's because harvest tables are still in, and I think they're just easy to put down on a harvest table, as opposed to multiple big arrangements. So.
Yeah, on like
it is a little bit more cost effective, right?
Yeah.
So, and then it's pretty.
It is pretty.
You put some greenery, put some candles.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it's not in anybody's face.
Are there any trends in bouquets, like big bouquets versus small bouquets versus like the cascading?
Just the same as like the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Greens, loose, organic.
Mm-hmm.
It was a trend that you had to work at to make it look like that. Do you know what does that make sense?
It's like the effortless, but took effort.
Yeah. And like a lot of people, including myself, had to I had to practice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In order to get it.
Yeah. That's even like the rustic theme can be like it takes work to make it look like it didn't take work to make it look rustic and authentic, you know?
Yeah.
So, thank you for sitting down with us and chatting today.
Thanks for having me.
We learned so much about florals, which is so exciting.
Yeah. It was nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you guys too.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for tuning in. It was great. We came out today to Guelph and we have a guest star. 2 guest stars. And like and subscribe. And
leave any floral questions if you have any.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Never say